Hello people, how are you doing? I hope you're having a damn good day. Welcome back to the channel, and today we will be doing Ange Postecoglou's 4-3-3 Tottenham Hotspur tactics. People, these do not exist on YouTube up until right now, so smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I hope you have a damn great day because we are about to get on to this with Son Heung-min, Kane, Kulusevski, the new man himself, £40 million signing, James Maddison, Emil Højbjerg, Bentancur, Sessegnon, Dyer, Romero, Porro, the other new guy, Vicario from Empoli. I believe Inter Milan wants him, but I'm very impressed that Spurs got him first because they normally don't. Yeah, good signing for Spurs, good signing. They've got Richarlison on the bench, Ndombele, Basuma, Oliver Skip, Fraser Foster, Sanchez, and Destiny Udogie, who you can possibly and just probably put in for Sessegnon because I think he's a better player nonetheless. So as you can see, just discussing the formation. I don't normally do this, but discussing the formation. As you can see, we're not playing with a DM. We're playing with two central midfielders, a false six. Some might say, we've heard false nines, but have you heard of false sixes? You're going to see right now why it's not set as a DM. And of course, we have James Maddison playing as a further forward midfielder as a cam. So yes, we're not playing with fullbacks. No, we're not playing with wingbacks. We're playing with fullbacks. Keep that in mind. And of course, you have the normal standard striker and two wingers, or one wing on each side of the striker. As for the tactics, Ange Postecoglou likes to play with a press, a very high press. That's why it's set on the depth is set on 75. But he also likes to press off the loss of possession. You see the players work extremely hard when they lose the ball, which is not very often because he likes to maintain the ball and have high, high ball possession. Yes, high ball possession. And he likes to win the ball up high up the field as well. Now, I'm not going to lie. I've never watched this man play football in my life. I've just gone off of other YouTubers who have described his set of tactics, and I'm trying to implement it into a FIFA 23 tactics video. So, I'm trying my best. Can you try your best to smash that little thumbs up? That would be great. As you can see here though, as for the width, we don't have it very wide and spread out. We don't have it very compact. It's nice, balanced 45. Personally, I like that a lot. When I play FIFA, 45 is good for me, sometimes 40 depending on who you are playing. And of course, depending on who you are playing, speaking of that, if you are playing a PSG, a Liverpool, or Man United, anybody with pacey forwards, do not play with 75 depth. You will get absolutely crucified, and then you'll come back and say, Brom squad, these tactics are shit because I got absolutely destroyed 7-0. Well, no, use your damn brain, idiots. If you're playing a very good team, like a PSG, who's got Mbappe, who's got loads of pace to burn, drop it down to a 55 or a 60, man. Don't be stupid. Anyway, offensive gameplay. Offense. Build-up play. We have fast build-up and forward runs. Of course, the front four now, because it's Kulusevski, Son, Kane, and Maddison, they are going to be the big boys now on the block. And of course, because there's going to be a lot more possession for Spurs, it's not just going to be counter-attacking football. It does allow for the likes of a James Maddison and a Harry Kane to be a bit more creative with the ball at their feet and create more chances for their teammates. I'm very excited to see this and how this works. But because Spurs will definitely play slightly counter-attacking, we can't just say slow build-up play and possession-based football, because even though that is how they want to play, doing this makes more sense. It'll replicate how Spurs will actually be playing in real life. And it will allow you to counter-attack your opposition more times than not. So yes, fast build-up and forward runs. Let's go. As for the width, your fullbacks as well as your wingers, they're going to be large and in charge on the touch lines, hugging that shit very tight and making sure that there's loads of spaces for that midfield three of yours to turn into, make small little interchanging passes, create space for Harry Kane to operate, as well as potentially a human Son or a Kulusevski. So yes. As for players in the box, we have it set on 8. You want lots of players in the box for those crosses that you will be doing. Right, left, right, and center. Cross into the box. Bang, Harry Kane. Wow. Anyway, corners set on 4 and free kicks set on 4 as well. As for the instructions, we have got Vicario. Now, it's my understanding that Ange Postecoglou doesn't really play with like a outright Alisson-esque sweeper keeper, Edison-esque sweeper keeper, right? So I have him set here on come for crosses, and that's that. I mean, he is very capable of collecting the ball and spraying it off to an Udogie or potentially a Højbjerg. But other than that, I wouldn't say Ange Postecoglou likes the whole, have your goalkeeper look like a number 10, on the ball. I think if they had signed David Raya, different story, but I think for this, they'll go a bit more conserved, a bit more conservative, maybe, who knows. As for your two centre-backs, they'll stay the same, no changes at all. As for your full-backs, however, a very fluid-esque motion that they have, like with all the videos I watched, it was they never overlap or they never just invert. Like Ten Hag likes the inverting fullbacks as well as Pep, and so does Arteta. But for this, it's a very fluid looking thing. Like you can have your fullbacks inverted one moment, you can have them overlapping and bombing in balls into the box. Who knows? And that's why we have both of them set on join the attack and mixed attack. So yes, keep that in mind. And as you can see here for Destiny Udogi, as well as they will always stick to their position. But yes. As for the false six, guys, I like this. I really do like this. Højbjerg, of course, playing as a deep-lying deep-lying central midfielder. Why am I saying cam? His job is to get forward, that's right, make late runs into the box, smash in goals left, right, and centre. We know that he has got a really good long shot on him. So yeah, I think this position suits him quite well. And of course, he is set on free roam. Keep that in mind. The free roam obviously frees himself up into spaces where obviously there is space and allows himself to receive passes. And that will also allow him to interchange with this man right here, Bentancur, who is set on stay on the edge of the box. Of course, you want him almost being the guy who collects possession and then recycles it, That's the role that he's got. He's the somewhat box to box, but of course, he is set on free roam as well, which would allow him to interchange quite well with the likes of Højbjerg. So those two, they will be having alternating roles as a 6, as an 8, and I like that. I like that a lot. As for the big man himself, 40 million man, James Maddison, we don't really want to overwork him. So you can say, okay, stay forward, but then that doesn't really help because you need your superstar in the midfield to be in the midfield for the build-up play. So basic defense, you don't want him coming back on defense because that will chow his energy. And you want him on a balanced crossing run. So you don't want him always in the box and you don't want him on the edge of the box all the time. But what you do want is for him to drift wide and fire crosses into the box. That's where Kulusevski and him, they will have a great relationship. Because you'll see here with Kulusevski, his instructions are slightly different from Son's, and that's because of the likes of James Maddison. So yes, as for James Maddison, normal interceptions, you don't want to overwork him, like I said. As for Kulusevski, the ginger, the ginger Swede, I don't know. How does the song go? I don't know. Point being, he is set on cut inside and getting behind as well as get into the box. Now, you can allow him to cut inside opposed to Son, who's got a bit more free looking role, because if he's cutting inside, it's creating more or less like a front four, and that allows James Maddison to operate in the right wide area to fire in those crosses. So it works out really well with this set of combination play and these set of players. So keep that in mind when you have the ball with James Maddison in that wide area and Kulusevski's making a near post run to just flick the header on and score the goal. Who knows? Of course, I love creating scenarios in my head. They never actually work out. As for the other wing, Son, of course, he doesn't have that cam operating like that close to him. So Son, he has got the basic defensive support. So you don't want him coming back and getting tired. Like I say, Ange Postecoglou likes to score goals, likes to win the ball high up the field. But if your defense does tend to win it back, you need players forward. You need forward men to get the ball too, so that they can potentially counter-attack your opposition. So as for the balanced width, he is set on balanced width. He's going to hug the touchline from time to time. He is allowed to cut inside and shoot and work in that weird space that Harry Kane will generate for him and Bentancur and so on. So yes, and of course, get into the box. You want Son in the box to score those goals for you. And finally, Harold Kane. Thank you very much. The man who might be leaving for Bayern Munich. I was actually scrolling through Twitter and I was like, I'm seeing a report here that says Harry Kane has agreed terms for damn near Bayern Munich, which is kind of crazy to me. Anyway, Harry Kane, he is set on stay central and a mixed attack. So he can drop off and operate in the midfield from time to time, but he won't be that deep, which I like. Because obviously, you can't have two players like a Kane and a Maddison operating in the same space. So I think Harry Kane's set of instructions should be stay central and a mixed attack, as well as stay forward. He is going to be your outlet ball. He's going to be your furthest forward, and he is going to work really well with the likes of a James Maddison. And I think that will be the end of this video. So I hope it works out well for you. Let me know down below if it does. And of course, I hope you have a damn great day. I'm out, peeps.